everybody, it's me, Zach. This is Potato, and welcome back to our channel. Hey everybody, it's me, Zachary Michael. Hi, hello. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Today, we have a little bit of a break from Miss Schmamberlin Reed. She did post a new uploading schedule, but it doesn't start until today, and I'm guessing she's gonna post it later than when I'm filming, so I thought we would take a brief break and revisit somebody I've covered, I think, a couple of times. Never in a standalone video. I've never covered her channel just by itself in a video, but I'm gonna talk, and by talk I mean react to a video from Miss Darlene Michaud today. I am happy to give a brief recap of basically why Darlene matters, how I found Darlene, whoever, whatever, but I will also leave a couple links to the previous 2 times I talked to Darlene. The first time I talked about her was actually in combination with Life Plus Cindy, and it was just me talking about some YouTubers I watched that weren't Chantal or Amberlynn Reed. And the second time I talked about her, it was in a video that I was doing like an overview just in general of people who are doing carnivore, because the carnivore diet was something I just felt like I couldn't escape for a few weeks. To some extent, feel like I can't escape it still. And this is also relevant to the video we're gonna watch today. But Darlene does do the carnivore diet, and that's a big part of her channel and things that she talks about on her channel these days. Now, the too long didn't watch about Darlene that you need to know is that I found Darlene through one of my Twitch viewers who was just suggesting new people for us to watch over on Twitch, which, if you don't follow me on Twitch, we do watch a whole lot of people that aren't Chantal Marie, Chantal Show, Foodie Booty, and are also not Amberlynn Reed. And so this was a suggestion I got from somebody who had found her through, I think, maybe her quilting videos. She used to be very popular on YouTube. In fact, has like very many thousands, millions, question mark, of views from quilting videos. And when we found her, she was making a bunch of videos complaining about a moving company that unfortunately she has since taken down. She has since taken them all down, but just know that she had some beef with the International Van Lines Moving Company for a while, and that was very entertaining to me. We also watched a video where she cut her own hair, but she did it with a kitchen knife. And we've also meticulously been following her dating life over on the Twitch too, because she just like shares all kinds of details about the dates that she goes on with men that she meets off of some dating website, I'm not sure which one, and they are fascinating to me, and I do enjoy watching her updates about that. But like I said, one of the biggest parts of her channel right now is her talking about her diet, in particular how she's been on a high-fat carnivore diet. For a long time, I guess she did keto, and then she did just carnivore, and now she does a high-fat carnivore diet, which from the many videos I've now watched of hers, I think I understand what that means. And what that means to me, just based off of watching her video, is that she eats a lot of just straight up butter by itself and the occasional beef. Okay, the occasional beef. And I covered that pretty extensively in my video about the carnivore diet, so if you want to know more about her beef piss and how she just eats frozen raw butter, make sure to go check that out. I will say she has over time suggested that she'll occasionally give into cravings, which, to be honest with you, she said that the carnivore diet has led her to not having cravings, but she does occasionally get cravings for certain types of meat. And so she's talked in the past, for instance, about how she went to the Costco, I think it was the Costco, and got a rotisserie chicken, ate the rotisserie chicken, and then drank the juices out of the bottom of the rotisserie chicken bag. So sometimes she gets cravings for rotisserie chicken juices, okay? But mostly it seems like she's been eating beef and butter. Now, with all that being said, that brings us to the video we're gonna react to today, okay? And I am so intrigued, and to be honest with you, this is only part 1. I don't know when she'll upload a part 2, if that's coming, if it's on its way, but the title of the video is, I'm doing The 72-hour sardine challenge dash high-fat carnivore style dash part 1. And I have no idea what that means, but I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. Sardines, a 72-hour sardine challenge. Oh, bestie, you better believe we're gonna watch. We're gonna watch that together, and we're gonna see what's up. So, let's just get to, shall we? Ooh, okay, it looks like we are starting off in the grocery store. Let's go. Oh, then sardines. 4 sardines, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 cans of sardines. Oh my gosh, not me stumbling over my words. I'm so taken back by the sardines. I'm also just like, how many meals is that? She's doing this for 72 hours. That's 3 days, right? So how many meals is that? Is she eating, I said 15 cans? So she's eating like 5 cans a day? Is that her game plan? That's a lot of fucking sardines. Wild caught. Ingredients: sardines, water, and salt. Oh, wait, that said it may contain traces of wheat and soy. Are we sure is that gonna be okay for the carnivore diet? Wheat and soy, that sounds like plants. Oh my god, $17 is what she's spending with tax.
Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene.
Hey!
Just bought some sardines. Did you notice?
I'm shocked.
First of all, I almost feel like I need a pillow under me now.
For why?
I just feel like I'm very low in my seat, and I realize it's because some of the 100 and almost 30 pounds that I've lost was ass. I don't have as much ass.
Not the missing ass. I will say she's always talking about how she doesn't care about weight loss, and that's not why she's doing carnivore anymore. But she does love to bring up weight loss literally any chance she gets, which, like, good for you. I really don't care. Honestly, like, 130 pounds is a lot of weight to lose, right? So, like, do you brag about it? But she's always like adamantly saying that this isn't about weight loss, and that's the only reason that I find it particularly interesting. But also, don't most cars, I mean, I haven't owned a car in a very long time, but don't most cars, like, can't you like raise your seat? Just raise your seat up a little bit. Or get a pillow, I guess. Yeah, you could do that too.
To lift me up in the seat. So I might actually get a flat pillow. I don't know, because I'm always trying to, like, lift myself up. Now, there's a woman here with 3 children.
Okay.
Going to, see, I'm so afraid the kid was trying to get out of the cart by himself. Okay.
Maybe just let them be and film your silly little car video.
Okay, sardines. I don't even know where I left off. I bought a shitload of sardines.
You didn't really say anything about sardines yet. You really haven't. You're just getting upset about the people in the cart next to you.
I am going to be doing Dr. Boz's 72-hour sardine challenge. Just saw this last night.
Who's Dr. Boz? She loves, that's the other thing, there's all these, like, internet doctors that she's always referencing. The one she references the most is, I think, like, a Dr. Ken Berry. I think that's the name of the one she references most often. But she said Dr. Boz, Sardine challenge. Oh, it does come up if you search on the old YouTubies. Oh, Dr. Boz is a woman. Okay, we love women in STEM. Okay, work. She does appear to be, her YouTube title is Dr. Boz, Annette Bosworth, MD. Helps reverse medical problems through healthy keto living. As an internal medicine physician, she educates the audience on how to optimize their brain health. And then there's more in her biography on her YouTube channel if you want to go check her out. I am curious, though, because this says through a healthy keto living and keto... Oh my gosh. She just started talking at me. I didn't ask for all of that. But what was I going to say about all of that? I was going to say something. Oh, Darlene doesn't do keto, though, so that's why I'm curious. But I guess, depending on what the challenge is, if it's just eating sardines all day, then I guess that would still fit in carnivore. But it's also just so interesting to me why we're changing it up, because she always adamantly talks about how just eating butter and beef is enough for her. It's good enough. So I am curious, but I'm here to listen, Darlene. Let me know.
And I watched only 2 videos. She has another name, but she goes by Dr. Boz, B-O-Z. I will tell you can just go look up Dr. Boz Sardine Challenge on YouTube.
I just did that.
More videos will pop up. I will link to 2 of them. The one that I watched and the short one that I watched.
I also love that the decision to do this is coming off of the research she did from watching 2 videos on the YouTubies from a YouTube doctor.
That's how I learned about it. I was just flipping through shorts, and that came up, and I was like, I don't generally follow her. I believe she is keto.
That's what it says,
and probably also carnivore. I think she would support both. I don't know. I don't really know much about her. I know a lot of people talk about her.
Love amplifying the voice of a doctor you don't know a lot about when it comes to, like, actually influencing people to do things related to their health, which is like a big thing that I'm like, I am so fascinated by carnivore. When it comes to Darlene, she's just like so adamant everybody should do it, and she just says do your own research all the time. That she's a big do your own research girly, because that takes all of the, responsibility off of her. She doesn't have to educate you. She just tells you to do your research, and then she'll talk about how she stays healthy just eating butter for her life, So she's a big do your own research girly, and her research apparently is watching 2 YouTube videos, one full length, one YouTube short from Dr. Boz. Cool.
But I was interested in this because from what she said, and I don't want to say too much because I might not say the right things. I heard the words helps for insulin resistance, I do believe. Just very, very good for you. Will relieve your joint pain, I'm assuming in the 72 hours, because she says 72 hours. I can't remember if she mentioned thyroid health. I know it's high in the omegas that we want. I think it's omega 12. I can't remember. There's omega 12 and omega 6, and one she says you don't want.
Well, here's the deal. I'm not a doctor. So I don't know if a 72-hour sardine challenge can help with these things or not. But it sounds sus to me. But I'm not a doctor. I'm not a doctor whatsoever in any form of the word. I also am curious, though, because Darlene, if you haven't ever watched her before, is, in my world, I know her as being a girly that comes on and talks about all the things that carnivore has cured her of. And one of those things that she talks about all the time is, like, joint pain and inflammation. And she has said that eating high-fat carnivore has already helped her with those things. So I'm curious, like, why she would need to approach the old sardine challenge to continue helping with that.
A lot of. But it's high in the good one. And
okay, we got the omegas.
What was the other thing? Jumpstarts your metabolism. It's carnivore. It's sardines. So I'm going to give it a try. I like sardines. I've eaten sardines.
Okay.
But they are a kind of food that I have to be in the mood for. to eat them, and I haven't had any in a long time.
It sounds like the perfect kind of food to only eat for 72 hours, because that's what I'm guessing this is. She hasn't explicitly stated that, but considering she filled her whole cart up with sardines, I'm guessing that's what this is. But yeah, a food that you can only eat when you're really in the mood for it. So it sounds like a good idea to only eat it for 72 hours.
And I don't know if I want to eat 15 cans worth, but I didn't even know how much to buy. Okay, so let's see if I can start at the beginning.
Okay,
she suggested sardines. I did not hear her say herring. I love herring. I know herring is good. I have heard her in the past to say the 5 fish you can eat that are very, very good for you.
What do you mean in the past? You said you watched 2 videos. What do you mean you've heard her say in the past?
Sardines and herring, anchovies, salmon, and...
I hate fish.
Mackerel.
I hate fish so much.
I have heard her say those.
Unless it's a fucking fish stick or a McDonald's fish fillet, I don't need it. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Fish before. But for this,
what are you doing?
That I watched.
What are you doing? You getting all worked up over the sardines, girly? What do you pick a spot and pop a squat, bud?
I think she just said sardines. I may have skipped through it a little bit, though. I don't know. I'm going to let you go watch those videos.
You go do your own research.
She said sardines in olive oil.
Okay.
They're more expensive, and I couldn't get the great value, I don't think, in olive oil.
Well, olive oil also certainly wouldn't be carnivore. That comes from a plant.
Some people are saying that the olive oil cannot be trusted to actually be olive oil. Somebody else, though, in the comments, pinpointed some things she said, and that might have even been another video that I didn't watch. I learn a lot sometimes from the comments.
Oh, perfect.
Anyway, so...
Perfect. Even more reliable than a YouTube doctor is just the random nobodies in the comments section of the YouTube doctor. Cool.
Or watched a little bit of it and then just started reading the comments. Somebody else did say somewhere there that she said the ones in water were okay and that herring was okay.
Okay.
Myself, I don't know. So I decided to go with the ones in water, and even those I'm not thrilled with.
Why?
Because there's an added... it says there could be trace amounts of... Let me just read. So...
Did I not already make a point of saying this, that there could be trace amounts of wheat and soy, and she'd probably be upset because it's plants? She really thinks that plants are poison. It's something I have for sure heard her say in a video before.
I don't make a mistake. Sardines and water. The ingredients are sardines, water, salt. Contains sardines. Thank you. I needed to know that. May contain traces of wheat and soy. Soy is the fucking poison that the devil will give you.
What did I just say? Soy is the fucking poison that the devil's gonna give you. Okay, girl. Calm down, bestie. Calm down.
Hate that, but traces.
You're gonna be fine.
So I still decided to go with water. I did not.
I want to see her eat one right now.
Oil, and that's what the others are packed in. The ones that are the cheaper ones.
I want to see her. I just want to see her open up this tin and start chowing down. Show me you slurping up these sardines, Darlene.
One with the ones in water, and she also said in one of the videos that I watched, you can use, because you know how sardines come in hot sauce, Louisiana hot sauce.
Do they?
Mustard.
Do they? That sounds gross.
She says, as long as it's 0 carbs. I didn't even look at this to see.
It better be 0 carbs,
now,
girl.
In the keto world, I think people count carbs. In carnivore, no, you do not. All meat is considered 0 carbs, even seafood, all of it. All plants are considered carbohydrates, even if there's 0 carbs on the label. It's considered a carbohydrate.
Because plants are poison! She's so funny. I've honestly... honestly, I think if I have not mentioned it yet in this video, it is important to know that I did used to do keto. So, like, to some extent, I can relate to some of these things. For me, keto very much was like an entry point into understanding what I was consuming better, if anything, because prior to doing keto, I kid you not, most of my meals were like potatoes, sandwiches, pizza, pasta. I was not trying to eat healthy shit, okay? And so now I have like a much better understanding because nobody really taught me nutrition back then. And now I have a better understanding and I'm more likely to like eat like just like a protein and a veggie kind of situation type of deal. I appreciate what I got from keto, but the people who do carnivore, for me, are so intense. They're so intense about it.
Does it even say? It doesn't have any of that info on here. Yeah, there's no info about the calorie content or anything like that.
No calorie info?
That's weird.
That is very weird.
It's not a label that we can lift up. Am I really just not seeing? I don't know.
Maybe not.
Anyway,
I didn't look too closely when she showed it earlier.
Add hot sauce and or mustard.
Okay.
Mustard? Is that me being a Mainer? Mustard? Mustard.
No, it's mustard. It's mustard.
I all of a sudden I don't know how to speak
mustard.
English. Okay.
You're fine, bestie. You're fine. But also, surely mustard isn't carnivore either, because mustard is also made from plants, and I would guess most of the ingredients in hot sauce are too.
Okay. I had no clue how many cans to buy. Oh yeah, so 72 hours. She said, soon as you consume your first can, you start counting.
Okay.
And then, so when I eat, like right now it's like a little after 4:30. By the time I get home and I eat a can of sardines, I don't know, it could be 5:30. I'm going to start at 5:30.
Work.
And then this is a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. At 5:30, I have to eat my last can.
Okay.
She says start and stop. 72 hours.
I wonder what it is about 72 hours. What's that about?
So that's what I'm doing. I'm starting today, and I'm going to eat only sardines.
Work.
Same kind of rules as carnivore.
Do you think
whenever you're hungry?
Do you think she'll piss sardines the way she pisses beef? If you don't know, she believes that the beef melts in her body and she pisses it out. And that's why she doesn't poop as often. Just in case she needed that info.
So you eat as many cans of sardines as you want. And no, you do not have to worry about mercury. In one of the videos that I watched, I think
is that a concern?
Because I did watch parts of others, but...
is mercury a concern?
Mercury. It's almost like not even possible to eat the amount of sardines that it would take to be even worried about mercury. That was just like with saccharin. You know, they had said it was going to caused cancer in rats or something like that. The amount of saccharin that a human had to ingest.
Wait. Maybe I just don't understand, since I never eat any kind of seafood unless it's literally my last option. Is that a concern? She's over here talking about soy being poison, and she's like, mercury and sardines, not a problem, not worried about it. I mean, she probably doesn't have to be worried about it, because, like, why would they sell sardines if, like, you would get mercury poisoning from them? But I don't know, besties.
To have it be.
Do your own research on that, you know. Do your own research.
Done it in a lifetime. You know what I mean? They just like to scare people sometimes. So I'm not worried about anything.
They like to scare people sometimes. What do you think you're out here doing? Going, oh, soy's poison from the devil. Like, you're so silly. You're a goofy girl. Darlene is one of my fave goofy girls, to be honest with you.
I'm not worried about the mercury.
Well, okay,
I picked up 15 cans because they were running out, and I was glad that there was a supply. That's only 5 cans per day. I think I'm going to need more than that.
Interesting.
Then, you know, I'll just come back.
I don't know if sardines are the only thing you're eating, how much you'd have to consume to feel satisfied. But also, this is the woman that's like, I can just eat butter all day and be satisfied. So I'm like, I think you'll probably be okay.
But she did say that you might think you have to eat a lot. She did it for an entire week. She was on vacation, I believe, and she was stressed out. I don't know, and she had her family there, and she decided she was going to do just a week of sardines because it was easy, and it is easy. Can you imagine?
Imagine going on vacation and saying, the only way I can feel able to relax is just popping open some cans of sardines. Work, diva.
If I go do something, I'm on the road, I can fucking eat just sardines? I never even thought of that. So I'm gonna like this. If I can.
We'll see. We'll see.
She said, now again I lost my train of thought because I go too fucking far down the sardine path. I don't know how to get back. But I'm going to, oh yes, I'm so happy when I remember. She said that you will be very satisfied very quickly. Like you might be hungry at the beginning and want to eat a bunch, and then you might find, I don't know if she said, but to me it sounded like, if the next day you're only eating 2 cans, that's all you have to eat.
The research, she started that sentence off saying, well, she said, and then she started saying, well, I don't know if she said, and then it turned into, well, what it sounded like to me. Excellent research skills here, Darlene. I'm so glad you put a lot of thought into this 72-hour sardine challenge.
You go by your hunger. I don't care if it's brain hunger, belly hunger. If you want to fucking eat, if you're just emotionally eating, eat all the fucking sardines you want.
Work.
Okay? The other thing is, I'm concerned about my animal fat. I still want my animal fat. She didn't talk about any of that as far as I know from what I saw.
So are you going to eat butter still? Are we still taking a big old bite out of some sticks of butter?
I think she did this challenge like a little over 5 months ago. She started this. So there's a lot of other people who have done it, and you could watch their videos to see their results.
Okay.
Don't fucking wait. If you want to do it, I want you at the store buying the sardines.
She said, don't fucking wait. You get out there right now. You buy every can of sardines that they have at the store. This is what I'm talking about. She'll be like, do your own research, but do what I do and do it now. Don't wait around. I kind of like being bossed around a little bit by her. Boss me around, Darlene.
I want you buying the sardines if you're going to do it. And that's the other reason I like doing the ones in water. Because I'm going to still eat my butter. I don't even like the idea of olive oil. I know you don't. She's full on carnivore, which is why she's okay with the olive oil.
Right.
I don't want olive oil. That would be way too much vegetable oil or plant oil for me. So I'm very happy with my decision to buy the ones in water.
I'm so thrilled.
I will still eat my butter.
Work.
That's the way I'm going to do it.
Work.
And I think, if I like this at all, I think Kelly Hogan, my mentor, the one I grew up on.
Who's Kelly Hogan? Do you know her personally? Now you got me going and looking. I feel like in all of our Twitch viewings, I have heard her say Kelly Hogan before, and she calls Kelly Hogan a mentor. I don't think she knows Kelly Hogan, though. Kelly Hogan, carnivore diet. Yeah, Kelly Hogan looks like she's just some girly on YouTube. I highly doubt that Darlene knows her personally enough to be like, yes, we have a relationship and she is my mentor. Because the thing about this is just me really being nitpicky. The thing about mentorship, though, is that, like, the mentor has to, like, know they're mentoring you for it to be, like, intentional. But that's really neither here nor there. I was just like, the way she made it sound is like, I know this person personally, but I think Kelly Hogan is just a YouTuber. I think that's all. Well, actually, I don't know. I don't even know that this is her channel that I'm looking at right now. I really have no idea, but I doubt she knows Kelly Hogan personally.
I found her like 7 years ago, almost 7 years. It'll be 7 years in November that I'm carnivore.
Okay.
And I found out about her one night, and I started immediately. It was middle of the night. I would have gone to the store to buy meat if we had a 24-hour Walmart, but we didn't. So I went out that next day and started. I think that I heard her say, I don't know if she did the challenge, I'm going to have to look that up, but I think I heard her say that because there's so much good stuff in the sardines, that I think she tries to incorporate that now into her meals. And I might do the same thing. If I like this, if I find any benefits to it, what a quick and easy thing for me to eat.
Sure.
If I'm in a hurry, in a pinch, and maybe eat a can a day, just to get all the wonderfulness.
Yummy.
Omega shit.
I'm just so fascinated also because like she's talking about I need to get these like omega vitamins from these sardines, but like never mentions the vitamins she could be missing out on from like fruits and vegetables. Like that's never an issue or concern for her.
I wish I could be more educated on this, but I don't wait. I find out something and I'm jumping in.
I wish I could be more educated on this, but I'm just jumping in and doing it anyways. And telling my 167,000 subscribers on YouTube that they should do it too. Perfect.
I'm going to do this for 3 fucking days. I don't know what it's going to do to me. Oh yeah, so I think I'll report to you.
Please.
Daily. So this is Sunday. I'm going to try to do a quick video for you Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
I can't wait.
Finishing up.
I can't fucking wait.
Maybe we'll just finish this little series, or I can talk about it again after the after effects and what I've decided to do. I also don't quite yet have the 1 pound loss that I needed for my update.
Oh.
And I did do a lot of not optimal eating.
Oh, not optimal eating. I wonder what that means for her specifically. But she doesn't care about weight loss, but for every 10 pounds she loses, she is doing like an update video on her channel, even though also all of her videos nearly are updates on her carnivore diet. But for every 10 pounds she loses, she does do a special update video. And she won't do it until she actually hits the 10 pounds. But again, she doesn't care about the weight loss. But also, what was the not optimal eating?
After that weigh-in, I went to Derek's. It started with me going there for Big Brother. But believe it or not, I didn't eat anything for Big Brother. I had done all the food prep first, so I did my food eating a little bit at my own apartment, and I filled up on ground beef. I was so in the mood for ground beef that there was no way I could put another morsel into me at Derek's. So I didn't even have a...
Well, why is that not optimal eating? You say you just eat as much ground beef as you want sometimes. It sounds like that's par for the course for the Darlene high-fat carnivore diet.
Pork rind or any of that dip. The only thing I did was taste that dip when I was making it, when I thought I was recording, but I wasn't.
Oh, she did make a dip for something. That was a video on her channel too, if you need context.
And I just tasted a little bit on the spoon. So I didn't have any of that dip or the pork rinds. I had 1 chicken wing after I cooked them at my place. So, but then I came home with some leftovers, which was a big no-no. I came home with the cheese that I bought. I had a pack of shredded cheese. Italian, and then a pack of the shredded Parmesan, and a big bag of fucking pepperoni.
Pepperoni?
I feasted on pepperoni and cheese. That always makes me gain.
Cheese and pepperoni. She gave up dairy a long time ago. She said that she doesn't like the way that it impacts her. And also, she's talked at length about how, like, processed meats like pepperoni, deli meat, etc. is also, like, something that doesn't make her feel good. So I'm very surprised at the pepperoni and cheese. Okay, girl. All right. But also live your truth. It is very funny, though, because she acts all the time like this is well, it's not funny at all, actually, because I think she's, like, a little bit in denial. But she talks about how this has fixed her food problems, her fixation with foods and things like that. She talks about how, like, she no longer gets cravings for things and, like, she just eats what she wants to and she feels so much better. But obviously, she still does have some level of food fixations with this cheese and pepperoni and is, like, even expressing, like, guilt about having eaten it. And so I think, like, I'm really just pointing it out because I think it's, like, inconsistent with things I've heard her say before. But if you want to eat cheese and pepperoni, girl, that's still essentially carnivore.
I did gain a little bit back, and I'm okay with that. And then last night when I saw this, I was like, hey, maybe that'll jumpstart, because you're supposed to be able to lose weight doing this too, no matter how many cans you eat, I guess. So I'm just going to eat as much
That's how it works.
I need to. And I'll tell you tomorrow how many cans I ate, you know, by tomorrow's video.
Stunning.
I'm hoping that'll get me down to the 10 pounds I need to do another 10-pound video, but I think I would still keep that separate. So a 10-pound video and a sardine update. Huh?
Perfect.
I'm excited for this.
Let's
I think it's
fucking
fun.
go.
I'm gonna like to do this. And I can do anything for 3 days.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
Then, one woman that I watched,
Sure.
she was so satisfied, and her video was like an hour, so I just skipped through. But she was so happy with it that she thought of even doing it every week, or at least a couple times a week, a couple days a week.
I can't imagine.
She obviously had good results. And yeah, you're supposed to be testing glucose, insulin, all that shit, or whatever. I'm not doing any of that testing.
Why? Don't waste your time.
Whatever. Things you have to pee on or.
Don't waste your time with testing anything. No, just go off vibes. We're just here for sardine vibes.
What it entails, but I'm not doing that because I'm not concerned about that. I'd love to see how it feels for joint pain, although all my joint pain is good.
Okay.
My right knee always has a little bit of...
Well, that's what I was wondering about, bestie. In the past, you've claimed carnivore cured all your joint pain and inflammation.
Joint pain, but it doesn't stop me from doing anything. But that would be interesting to see if that could clear up. This is fun. This is exciting.
This is fun. It's a little adventure with our health.
See the rest of this challenge.
There you go.
I find other carnivore challenges. I don't do fasting. I just don't promote that. I am of the mindset that you act like an animal. You're fucking hungry, you eat. We do accidentally fast. We do.
It's so funny that she says act like an animal because I literally there's a woman on my softball team who had been doing some fasting, and she talked about how that is so close to like what like we probably did when like humans first started existing, and closer to like what animals do, because like in the morning an animal or even a like primitive human has to go out and do the hunting and foraging, and so they're not eating right away first thing in the morning. This is my teammate's like explanation of fasting, right? And she's like, that's just like what is more natural in the wild. Like that's what we were made to do. And so it's funny to me that her response is like, well, you're an animal, you're just gonna eat whenever you're hungry. But I would imagine a lot of animals are similar. Like they have to spend part of their day like hunting for their food, because it's not like they're a human with a fridge that they can just walk to and open it up.
Do fast while we're sleeping, and like
also the animal and carnivore comparisons also always crack me up too, because like how many animals also are just like not carnivores. I was just like in my head thinking about like the only thing close to like what I could imagine an animal walking to like the fridge door and opening up and seeing what they had available was like squirrels that store nuts underground or in trees or something so that they can go and eat them when they need them.
Animals can't always make the kill. They might have to not eat. Just like I might be very busy one day and I'm just not going to eat anything. If I can't eat carnivore,
sure.
I'm not eating anything. So that's like an accidental fast.
Of
but I
course.
don't promote fasting on purpose. I do promote highly butter fasts.
Oh.
If you can,
She promotes just eating butter sometimes and nothing else. Yes, she does highly promote that.
if you
Just like an animal in the wild would do. You know what I'm saying? Like, those animals are just always only eating butter in the wild. They're churning it. They're churning the butter in the wild, and then they're... That's what the animals would do, right?
If you want to just get away from cooking for a few days, I've gone as much as 4 days of eating only butter.
That is
and
wild.
In that case, I make sure I eat at least a stick and a half to 2 sticks.
Wild.
Because I want all those calories, and this is considered a sardine fast or a sardine cleanse.
Oh.
And look at your
Sardine
cans
cleanse.
of sardines. I was looking online last night, planning my purchase, and Beach Cliff, is that the name of the brand?
Girl,
They're
I don't
not even
fucking
actually
know.
Sardines. It says sardines on the can, but the ingredients are... Oh, fuck. I'm gonna have to look it up. Hang on.
Look it up. Let me know.
Okay, Beach Cliff. And I believe I checked all the cans, like the ones in water, mustard, and the hot sauce. Ingredients. Sprats. Water salt. Contains sprats.
What are
May
sprads?
contain crustaceans.
What are sprads? Darlene really has me over here doing all the research things. I'm like, I've never heard of a sprad. Sprads. I looked up sprads. I came up with an RV dealer in Reno, Nevada. Sprads. Maybe I should look up sprad sardines. Like, what does that mean? Sprats. Oh, sprats. Spratch, the average sardine is larger than a sprat. Oh, so a sprat is just another type of little fish. It's just another type of little fish is what she's getting all caught up on. Okay. No, I was spelling it S-P-R-A-D. That's not what you're looking for. That is an RV dealer in Reno, Nevada. You're looking for sprats, S-P-R-A-T, okay?
To have it maybe contain crustaceans, because that's like lobster. Then wheat and fucking soy, but again, trace elements.
She's so caught up on this soy, and she's literally eating things that make people say, could I get mercury poison from this?
Trace elements on the one that I bought. So sprats. I said, what the fuck is a sprat?
It's another.
So I looked it up.
It's another type of fish.
A tiny fish like a sardine.
Yeah.
So it's not actually sardines.
Okay.
But they must be used as sardines. And I don't know. That's weird because it says sardines on the actual can.
Okay, girl.
So
That's so weird.
That was only $1.22. The sardines are cheaper than at Dollar Tree because at Dollar Tree they're $1.25, and I paid what? What did I pay? $107, $117, something like that. I feel so bad for anybody who has to watch my videos. I'm so comfortable right now.
What do you mean? I'm living for this. Don't feel bad for me, bestie. I didn't mean to push play. This is so fascinating to me personally.
All right, we gotta go. I gotta go home.
Okay.
And I can't wait to start eating some sardines.
Let's fucking
Dr.
go.
Boz, she loves pepper on hers. I'm gonna try a couple plain, but I will be doing hot sauce and or mustard that I'm suddenly self-conscious about saying.
Because it's a plant?
And
because she thought she said it incorrectly or mispronounced it earlier.
Thinking I might do a little bit of pepper, maybe even some cayenne, a little sprinkle of that.
Oh, wow.
I may dabble with a little tiny bit of horseradish in there.
Oh, wow.
I don't really need that.
All these plant-based products, but we're worried about the soy.
I think that I like sardines enough, but with water, I might want a little flavor.
Okay.
Oh my God, I can't wait. All right, I will be back tomorrow with a sardine update.
Thank
you so much for watching. Please subscribe.
Y'all want the sardine update? Go subscribe.
I'll be back with more soon. Bye.
Bye, Darlene. All right, well, there you go, besties. I just thought you might want to know that. In fact, actually, honestly, I mean, Amberlynn's getting ready to start posting 5 days a week, much like my own personal schedule. So if anything, I might pop in a future Amberlynn video just at the beginning and give you an update on how her sardine fast went. I also do like I said, talk about her on Twitch, or we watch her videos and react on Twitch as well. I don't do that every day though, so I'll try to give an update where I could give an update, okay? But I am fascinated. I can't wait to see Darlene's sardine challenge results. Let me know what your thoughts are down below as well. That's all I have time for today. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you did, and you're brand new to my channel, make sure to subscribe down below. Hit the bell button so you get a notification every single time I post a new video. Leave me a comment, hit like, click share, and follow me on all of my social media. I also just uploaded twice to my gaming channel, which I haven't posted on in months. So if you're interested in that, go check her out as well. I love you all so much. I'll see you all next time. Bye!